right now. So the financial system over in UK is finally showing the cracks. And it ain't looking pretty. But not to panic, it's secret. So don't go to your bank yet and take out money, because they're doing it so people don't panic. So don't worry, you'll be fine. So out of the Express, that's the UK publication, it states that 1,600 banks in the last 3 years have gone under. Now, as of January 2025, there's going to be 35 banks going under, and in February, there will be 130 banks going under from Lloyd's and Bear Clan. So that's just awesome. I mean, 2025 has been a pretty good year so far for UK. And the reason why is because, well, there's pressure growing just like the United States to get rid of their migrant population. Well, who's been footing the bill? The government. But where's the money been coming from? The banks. So these blank checks that have been written out willy-nilly are now coming due. And the banks, to cover themselves, they're stating other problems. Like, for example, they say, well, with the decline in elderly population, we're going to have to go to digital banks or bank hubs, which Bank of America already has them in New York. It's basically a office space with a round table, and you meet with somebody, and after your meeting, that's it. They both go their separate ways. And that's all. There's no actual big branch you can go to. You get yourself a cup of tea or a coffee and have a little chat with your banker. No. Basically cut and dry. Now, what I have dug up is pretty mind-blowing. So the UK is paying, just to house these people, $4,500 per month. That is from the UK government. That means if there's 500 migrants, that's $20,000 per day, according to Stockholm and Liverpool. That's crazy. That means the UK government is putting on the hook their taxpaying base from anywhere from $14 billion to $16.4 billion for their illegal population of, now this is a rough estimate, of just over 1.2 million, and I would argue that number is significantly low. The other thing I found out too is the UK government also been asking for loans from the banking sector for EBT cards, otherwise known as pay-as-you-go cards. And these pay-as-you-go cards pay $175 per day, 5 days a week. So that means that is a grand total of $875 per week per person. Times that by 4 weeks in a month. That's $3,500 a month. Times that by 12. That is $42,000. Now, if you take the other number for housing, that gives you a grand total of $96,000 per person. I don't even make 96 grand a year. And I have a job that gives me some okay, adequate overtime, but not even close to $96,000 a year. And these guys, these people, and I'm not saying all of them, because there sure are some decent, hardworking illegals probably over there, just like there are in the U.S., but most of them are tearing up your towns and destroying your culture, making it so that your world looks like their world they just left. Not just because they don't care, but because flat out that's the way they assume you're supposed to live. Now, I could go on about this subject, but I think we all know what the alternative is. And I also think that we should have a venting process to know the people that literally are doing something, becoming a functioning member to society versus the ones that are not, and give those people a chance. So, this is pretty sad that the government is putting all this onto the British people. It's supposed to be alright with it. The next economic crisis in UK will all be done because of government total lack of responsibility, just so they look better for the outside world. The next global economic crash could also be because of this as well. I could get into that more if you guys would like to hear more of this subject. Put it in the comment section. I got more dirt to talk about these governments around the world with this illegal immigration, financial policies that it's not great, but the truth's gotta be known. So that's all I have for now. So if you guys like this content, please give a thumbs up. Please hit the subscribe button if you would, please. Don't forget to tap that notification bell. That way the algorithm knows that you like this content. Alright, later.